BrenTech here, where tech is made simple. So as posted last week, we had two so-called releases of Windows 10 22H2, which as many of you will know is this year's feature update. And the first was the unofficial rollout and release, which was a manual download package and packages that were made available online to upgrade to 22H2. And then 1 or 2 days later, we had the official rollout of Windows 10 version 22H2 with update KB5015878 that Microsoft had officially made available to insiders in the release preview channel, where the feature update will undergo its final testing before Microsoft does roll that out to the general public later on this year. And that also bumped the build up of Windows 10 to 19045.1865. Now, I will leave links to both those videos in the description, as today's video is basically a follow-on to those previous videos regarding version 22H2, as some more information has been made available over the last day or so. And as posted up until recently, we were expecting to see no new features roll out with version 22H2. And as mentioned, it uses an enablement package to roll out the feature update, and the enablement package is a very small update as posted previously, and it basically takes a couple of seconds to install, and all it does is bump the version up to 22H2 and the build number from 19044 up to 19045, and after the feature update has been installed, Windows 10 will behave and look identical to the previous version of Windows 10, say as an example version 21H2, which is the current stable release after the upgrade. So all it is an enablement package with no new features. Now this could be changing, and Microsoft, when they did post the release of Windows 10 version 22H2 to the release preview channel on the 28th of July, a little bit later on in the day, they updated their blog post. And they say this build is focused on validating the servicing technology. And this is the important part. Windows 10 version 22H2 has a scoped set of features, and Microsoft will share more details on this update later this year. So this could be an indication that Microsoft will be making new features available in Windows 10 version 22H2. But at this stage, we don't know what these new features will be and when these features will be actually rolling out and arriving later this year, as they've mentioned here in this update to that blog post. Now, personally, I don't think the initial rollout of version 22H2 will have any new features. As posted previously, that's already in testing. It's in its final stages of testing in the release preview channel, and that's just an enablement package with no new features. But if these new features do roll out, I personally feel they will be made available as a monthly cumulative updates, where Microsoft will push those out, using their monthly updates with those new features. But at this stage, this is all speculation, and Microsoft says here that they will share more details on this update later this year. So I thought that was interesting, that we could be possibly getting some new features rolling out with the next version upgrade to version 22H2. Now, just on a side note, which I thought you might find interesting, is that Microsoft has also noted in another blog post that there are no changes in the Windows hardware compatibility program for version 22H2, which is called WHCP for short, and all the requirements will be exactly the same as Windows 10 version 2004, and that obviously doesn't come as a surprise, but nonetheless I thought this was interesting. And this was posted on the 29th of July, and it says here, WHCP requirements, no change. Windows hardware lab kit, no change. Errata, no change. Windows HLK playlist, no change. Driver signature, no change. Submission, no change. So basically there are no changes in the hardware requirements from version 2004 to version 22H2. So obviously that doesn't come as a surprise, but nonetheless interesting. And the main part of this video is just to let you know, obviously, that Windows 10 version 22H2 has a scope set of features, and Microsoft say that they will share more details and possibly regarding some new features that will be made available in Windows 10 version 22H2. But as mentioned, I will keep you posted on any new developments in that regard. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.